A very good afternoon, class. So, as you all know, yesterday we started with our secretarial practice, chapter 1, secretary. And we saw the origin of secretary, the importance of studying the SP subject, and also we saw the meaning and definition of secretary. So, continuing, but before that, a quick revision of what we studied yesterday. So as we saw, the origin of secretary is not a recent one, but it existed many years or decades before as well. So the origin from Latin language of secretary is secretarius, that is a confidential writer or officer with whom the secrets are entrusted by the employer. In Roman Empire, it is called as scribe, and in Indian history, we call it as amatya, sachiv or chitnis, the person who does the secretarial work. Also, we saw the meaning and definition of secretary yesterday. And I told you, pick up the easy one, which will be easier for you all to remember. And also, you can write it down. So we took the definition of Oxford Dictionary, which is given in your textbook for the same. Now, topic for today focuses on features of secretary. What are the different features which are included in secretary or the business organization looks when they are deciding to keep or appoint a secretary for the same? Now, class, from today onwards, for some answers, I will give you some smart codes because there are n number of answers of which pointers you have to remember. So usually we make it a point to make some smart codes so that it is easier for you all to remember the answer. So for this particular question, here's the smart code which I have highlighted in red color. So for features of secretary, you can remember the smart code paid in CR. CR means crore. Crore ka short form we write CRS, correct? So basically the smart code is paid in crores. Q, जनता जवाब चाहती है, where Q comes 2 times. So basically आप ऐसे याद रख सकते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ने 2 करोड़ रुपए पे कर दिए. क्यों पे किए? जनता को जवाब चाहिए. So basically the smart code is paid CRQ. Okay, where Q comes 2 times. वो आपको याद रखना. So let's start with all the alphabets one by one. So first we'll see what are the features of secretary as per the smart code. So P stands for paid employee, A stands for appointment, I stands for individual, D stands for duties, C stands for confidential officer, R stands for representative, and both the Qs, one stands for qualities and the other qualifications. So let's have a look at all the pointers one by one. So coming towards the first feature of secretary, he or she is the paid employee of the organization. And second point is A, appointment. So as you can see, I have written, the secretary is either given a salary or paid a honorarium. Now this is a word which you will come across also when you will be studying accountancy subject. Now what is the meaning of honorarium? Once we finish both these points, then I'll explain you. So basically, whoever appoints a secretary, he or she has to be paid or given a salary. But whether she is a paid employee, yet she holds an important position in the organization. So basically, a secretary is given a salary or honorarium. Now, what is the meaning of honorarium? Honorarium is nothing but a fee or a payment which is given to professional people for services rendered. So हम प्रोफेशनल पीपल को जो पैसा देते या फीस देते हैं, we call it by a status, a particular word that is called as honorarium. We don't call it a salary or commission or brokerage, है ना? Now for example, जो agent को आप fee देते हो, that is called as commission. Doctor ko, whatever you pay, it is called as visiting fees, correct? So there are particular words which you give for every specific this thing, right? Wages, जो लोग हर दिन के हिसाब से काम करते, workers, they get wages. Hindi में we call it as dihadi. Similarly, the employees who work in the company, they get salary har mahina. So there are certain words which are used. So similarly for professionals, when you give the money, the fees, whatever, that is called as a honoraria. Okay. Coming to the second point, appointment. Now secretaries are appointed not only by individuals, but it is also appointed by professionals, society, corporations, government, public organization, joint stock companies, etc. So secretary is appointed basically by all the types of institute, whether it is individual or company or society or corporations. So that is why secretary can be divided into two parts. One is personal secretary, okay? And the other is institutional secretary. Personal matlab, as you can see, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, all the celebrities, they are secretaries, right? So they are examples of personal secretary. Institutional matlab, state government, societies, corporations. When these people appoint secretary, he or she is called as institutional secretary. So are you all clear with two features of secretary? Okay. Moving forward to the next point, I and D. So I stands for individual and D stands for duty. Now individual ka matlab, secretary can only be one. That means only a single person can be appointed as a secretary. आप किसी group को, किसी firm को और corporate body or society पूरी cannot be appointed as a secretary. So basically only an individual alone can be appointed as secretary as per the provisions of company law and also due to the skills which are required to fulfill the duties and responsibilities. A firm, corporate body or an institution cannot be appointed as a secretary. So in order to be appointed as a secretary, he or she should be a single person. Okay. Coming to the next one, D, duties. Now this we have already seen yesterday. What is the purpose of appointing secretary? What is the work? What is the duties? What are the responsibilities a secretary has to do? Secretary is appointed to ensure the smooth functioning of the organization and assist in various functions related to correspondence, that is letter writing or any written work, conducting the meetings, record keeping and administrative work. Apart from that, there are daily and routine functions like clerical work hota hai, to fix the appointments, reminders to remind the employees, the boss about important work, dates, replying to the queries of other employees, etc. All this work is single-handedly done by secretary. In recent times, he or she has to ensure legal compliances. Now, what is this legal compliances? If you remember class, yesterday I taught you all Companies Act 2013. This is one of the important things which you have to keep in mind. The corporate world itself is governed by these particular rules and regulations. तो वो follow हो रहे हैं कि नहीं? All things are done in the boundaries of legality or not. Everything that also in recent times is entrusted upon the shoulders of secretary. So the role of secretary is not a minor one, but you can say it is one of the major roles conducted for the organization by the secretary. So with this class, we have finished 4 features, paid, P-A-I-D. Now coming to the next, CR, that is crores wala. So C stands for confidential officer and R stands for representative. So as we saw yesterday, secretary means keeping secrets. The name itself has secret word in it, correct? So confidential officer का मतलब होता है he or she is the custodian or responsible for keeping all the secrets and confidential information of the organization. Also closely connected to the top management, and he or she can be involved in decision making. So whatever important, secret and confidential information happens in the organization, उन सब का अता पता किसके पास होता है? Secretary. So basically secretary is the confidential officer. You can say चलता फिरता secret box. Okay. Coming to the next, representative. Now this particular point is associated with the second point, appointment. We saw secretary दो type की होती है, personal and institutional. So that is what is I am explaining in this particular point as well. The secretary is the representative of the organization. मतलब it represents, है ना? On behalf of everyone, she represents the particular person or organization. They are of two types. Secretaries appointed by individuals are called as personal secretaries, and they represent their employers. Institutional secretaries appointed by societies, companies, government departments, etc. are called as institutional secretaries, and they represent their specific organizations. So these are the two types of secretaries, and we'll be seeing the different types in detail in the next lecture. So I hope you all are clear with all the 6 points. Coming towards the last 2 points, that is Q, qualities and qualification. So let's see the first point, qualities. Now a secretary is, सोचा जाता है कि ये पर्टिकुलर बंदी के पास या बंदे के पास ये सारी क्वालिटीज होनी चाहिए when he or she works as a secretary. So what are those qualities? Now we'll be seeing this particular answer in separate topic also. So you have a separate topic on what are the different qualities a secretary should have. So there are some qualities like concentration, tactfulness, intelligence, loyalty, cooperation, courtesy, leadership, efficiency, orderliness, knowledge seeker, etc. to conduct his or her duties smoothly. So these are some of the qualities, and we'll be seeing this answer in detail in the coming lectures. Coming to qualification. Now, yesterday when you paid attention to the introduction part, I explained you all that there are different courses available if you want to become a secretary, because secretary is also considered as one of the professional courses like BMS हो गया, BAF हो गया, MBA हो गया, CA हो गया. So it is also considered as a professional course for which you have to give certain tests, certain entrance test, and you have to have some degree, some qualification for that. So a secretary must possess certain qualities and qualification. A secretary of a public or private company needs to have certain prescribed qualifications which are given in the Companies Act 2013. When a secretary is appointed for a government department, again he or she needs to have prescribed qualifications which should match as per the rules and regulations of the government. So basically a secretary appointed for different institutes, persons, corporations must possess qualification as per the requirement. So with this class, we have finished one answer, and very important answer, that is what are the different features of secretary. Now due to this pandemic and COVID-19 situation, some portion of your syllabus has been reduced. So this particular topic, importance of secretary, is given for self-study. That means we are not omitting it completely, but yes, we'll just have a look at what is the importance of secretary and why an institution should keep secretary. Okay, so let's have a look. Importance of secretary, some of the pointers will match with the features. The importance of keeping secretary is to get expert advice and guidance, because secretary is considered as a profession, right? Profession means specialization, expert advice होती है. He or she can act as an administrator. As we saw duties में administrative work के लिए भी require secretary. He or she is the custodian of secret information. Correct? Correspondent. Correspondent means anything in written format. Written format, business communication, letter writing. All this is done by the secretary. The secretary is the legal compliance officer. As I told you, everything is happening within the legal limits or not. Companies Act के हिसाब से conduct किया जा रहा है कि नहीं. Everything has to be checked and kept a look by the secretary. Also, the secretary is responsible for conducting the meetings. It acts as a link between management and the staff. Fulfillment of secretarial standard and secretarial audit. Now, this particular point I'll explain you all in the next lecture so that you'll have some knowledge regarding what is secretarial standards and secretarial audit. So these are some of the points why keeping a secretary or becoming a secretary of any institute is important. So I hope class, with this you all are clear with the topic of features and importance of a secretary and how much important is the role of the secretary. Now related to that, there are some fun facts which you can have a look. The first certified professional secretary examination was administered in August 1951. There were 281 candidates at 15 examination centers. There are now over 250 examination centers worldwide. More than 22 million secretaries or administrative professionals are part of US workforce. So can you imagine 22 million खाली secretaries और administrative professional है अगर मैं US force की बात करूँ. So isn't it a great choice for a profession as well? So class, will be continuing tomorrow, that is on Monday, the next topic, which will be focusing on functions of a secretary and what are the different qualities of secretary in brief. Today we just saw some of the features in outline format. Next topic, we'll be covering both these topics in detail. So till then class, take care, stay safe, keep studying. And yes, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get more updates regarding the videos. And if you are getting benefit out of this, please do share across the link with all your other friends and tell them to subscribe my channel for the same. So class, I stop here for today and thank you so much for listening to me. Take care and stay safe.